And standing here today, I can't help but think about how my story started. I had this horrible, crippling fear of public speaking. Yeah, you can see how that might have come up in my dream to do this. And I thought I must face this fear, this stage fright. I would get frozen. I would get incredible butterflies and nervousness. And so I decided to do stand-up comedy. I don't know why. That was way braver than I actually felt. I discovered that it's like public speaking on steroids, right? Not only are you talking to people, when you tell a joke, you hope they laugh, or you've failed in front of everyone. I walked to that comedy club, and it was like the longest walk of my life. There were about 14 people there. Scariest day ever. They called my name, and that's when I realized that the walk from my car to that club was nothing compared to the walk from my seat to that stage. 18 feet. The longest walk of my life. I turned and faced those 14 people, and I told them the first joke I've ever told, and I'd like to tell you that joke tonight. It goes like this. How many people in here have embarrassing moments? My people. I have a lot of embarrassing moments. The first one I can think of is when I was a kid. First time I flew on a plane. I went through airport security, and I just wanted to nail it. I just wanted to get it right. You know what I mean? Blend in, do what you're told, don't make a scene. They told me to take my shoes off, took my shoes off. Told me to take my belt off, I took my belt off. I had a couple of pens hooked on the edge of my pocket that I forgot about. And this big, intimidating security guard stops me and goes, "Son, let's go ahead and take those pens off." That is not what I thought he said. I looked at the security guard, nothing. I looked at my mom for guidance, nothing. And then Guys, don't take your pants off at an airport. That's just like a third tip, if you will. I almost just said, build your courage, save your money, and keep your pants on. And then I said it. No filter. The sound of that audience laughing, just like you have, was the sound of my whole life changing. Because in that moment, I discovered that I might be a terrible judge of what I am and am not capable of. That life might get a lot more interesting if I put myself in the scariest situations possible and see what happens. I continued to speak, and over time, I felt the butterflies go away completely. And I'll be honest with you, I thought tonight I would get super nervous. And yeah, I wanted this to go well, to be worth your time. I have not felt the butterflies at all looking at you. By faith. By facing that fear, I changed the way I function. I changed my definition of what is possible. And this is really important because I've heard a lot of incredible motivational speakers just like you have on this weekend. And it's easy to hear some of these stories and think, my life is not nearly as interesting as that. So think about all the things that I didn't do to have this life, this bigger life than I could have thought possible. I did not fight in a war. I did not survive a life-threatening illness. I did not climb Mount Everest or swim across an ocean. All I did was stand in the one spot that scared me the most until it transformed everything about my life and transformed everything about me. What is that spot for you? What is your 18 feet? I leave you that question because I know that the answer is the beginning of an incredible and fascinating story. And what I hope most for you is that you walk out of here knowing that in small ways you can change the whole outcome of your life. You can make an impact. You can change things for the better. And someday, maybe you will stand on this stage. And let me just tell you, we cannot wait to hear the stories that you will tell. Thank you. This has been... Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Colin Ryan, for your message that activates us to overcome our fears, as well as take courage and save money to help us live the life we want.
You were listening.
I was. Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen, let's show Mr. Colin Ryan what a true blue and gold thank you really looks like.
Thank you, FFA. Thank you.